Hello everybody, I am Atomic Energy 15 and welcome to another episode of SCP Stories with me, Atomic Energy 15. Today we should be looking at two separate SCPs. SCP-354, the Red Pool. Obviously I'm going to put a description and a link in the below so you can read out, you can read along as you're watching the video as well. Item SCP-354 Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Due to SCP-354's immovable nature, Area 354 has been built around it. Area 354 houses forces and D-Class personnel prepared to deal with the threats emerging from SCP-354, as well as researchers studying SCP-354 and its properties. For their own safety, no one on-site or personnel to approach SCP-354 at any time. Direct interaction with SCP-354 is permitted only for the purpose of research, and to eliminate any SCP-354 must be approved by all site personnel. Area 354 was constructed to contain and neutralize any or all further threats emerging from SCP-354 at the heart of the Area 354. A 20-foot wall of concrete reinforced with data exposed has been constructed around SCP-354 to prevent emerging casualties from escaping the area at large. High-speed motion detection cameras are placed on top of the wall looking down into the pool, and armed guards can easily shoot down into the enclosure from catwalks placed above the pool. Description: SCP-354 is a pool of red liquid discovered in northern Canada. The liquid is of the consistency similar to that of human blood, hence the Corgi rule name blood pond, but it is not of a biological nature. The pool does not have definite banks, soil mixed with the liquid, until at a certain point there is more soil than liquid and the ground is more solid. The liquid becomes denser as one descends deeper into the pool. If the pool has a bottom, it has yet to be reached. Periodically, entities emerge from the pool and attempt to escape from the enclosure. Thus far, nearly all creatures emerging from SCP-354 have been extremely hostile and highly dangerous. SCP-354 is believed to be first discovered in data exposed by survivors of a plane crash who encountered SCP-354 by chance. SCP-354 developed into a local urban legend long before Foundation personnel arrived to deal with the threat. After locating the source of the legend, SCP personnel set up a watch station, Epsilon 38, to monitor the pool and deter failed travellers from finding it. SCP-354 was classified as Euclid until its properties were further discovered. At 14:03 hours on Unidentified, an unidentified entity emerged from SCP-354. Contact with watch station Epsilon 38 was lost. Mobile task force Data Explosion was dispatched to deal with the entity and were evenly successful. All personnel at the watch station at Epsilon 38 were found dead. Area 345 had been subsequently constructed to contain SCP-354. So the rest is just a documentation of the things that have come out from it, so I'll read a couple of them as well. SCP-354-1, the original entity which destroyed the watch station at 38, is reassembled a giant bat, neutralised by a mobile task force. A black metallic sphere capable of levitation emitted concentration levels of radiation in precisely directed beams sufficient to instantly cripple or later result in death. SCP-354-3 with a sledgehammer, disabling it, and then it self-detonated, causing major structural damage and severely wounding both doctors, and they made a full recovery and being recommended for his bravery. Appeared to be a human male of Indian descent. As the enclosure and the pool had not been yet fully repaired, it was immediately shot before it had the chance to escape. It was very much identical to the average human being, but the data was corrupted. Oh, there's some really good ones here. A feline creature composed of a dark red-black stone later revealed to be partially solidified magma. Gunfire, providing mostly ineffective against its hide, was not hostile to personnel and did not attempt to escape the walled enclosure until it was being engaged by its body cooled, and after fully solidifying, having the remains motionless since. A metallic humanoid machine described by several D personnel as Terminator. Subject possessed a cloaking device rendering it invisible to human eyes. Subject was highly adapted to combat and killed nearly 90% of the area's guard personnel as it rampaged through the facility. Approximately 60 minutes after emerging from the fall, it ceased function and it powered down. The subject was dismantled and the power cell was disposed of. The remains are still under study. So obviously there's a lot more. There's like documentations of basically some of the documentations explain that they did experiment logs on the lake, and obviously there's a document here regarding whether they should take the liquid out of the pool and see how deep it really goes. So this one is saying, how did you go about the draining the pool? Tech guys brought in this big pump thing with all the horses. We retracted the slab, but have you ever had a dream where it seemed so real and you knew you were dreaming and you felt you had to wake up and escape from it? Yes, we all have, and it felt like that when they put the horse in to try to drain it. Everything stopped being real, and now it's like we have to escape right now. And you were the only one feeling, no, everyone had it at the same time. It came from the fucking pool. Who activated the pump? We never did. We couldn't. It wouldn't let us. It wouldn't let you. The pool. Please, I ask you to lower. Up till now, the context of just throwing monsters at us, it's playing, but now we've locked it up and tried to execute it. Now it's angry. But he measured blank swans compared to the photos of first discovery. You know what he found? It's growing. The pool is growing. It gets bigger and stronger every day, and we've made it angry. Get your hands off. Sedate him. We'll continue this in the morning, if he's lucid by then anyway. So I really like that one, and we'll come back to that in a second. Hello and welcome back. So we've come back to another SCP story. This one is SCP-1079 or SCP-1079, and it's Mr. Wonderbomb's hold on a sec. 1079. 1079, and it's Dr. Wonderman's Bubble Bath Bonbons. I hope you enjoyed the read today. Also, I'm going to put a link in the description below if you want to have a read along as I say it out loud. Item SCP-1079. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. All instances of SCP-1079 are currently stored within Containment Locker 1079 at Site 19. Furthermore, Watchlist database are to be updated with SCP-1079's information in order to intercept any new shipments which may appear in the future. Description: SCP-1079 is a designation given to a number of sweets brightly labelled Dr. Wonderman's Bubble Bath Bonbons. Currently, the Foundation has so many crates of SCP-1079 in containment, originally containing 64 packets of each. The label of each packet provides the name of the product and 2 warnings. Not suitable for children under 3 years, and only 1 sweet is to be taken per sitting. In addition, it lists negative % daily values of several nutrients, vitamins and minerals, none of which are present in SCP-1079. Human subjects report tingling sensations immediately after the consumption of SCP-1079. 10 to 15 seconds later, the subject's own blood is secreted as pink bubblegum-scented foam from the subject's spores in their abdomen, arms and back, and the total volume of blood secreted in this way is typically from about 30 to 50 millilitres and does not pose an immediate health risk. The volume of blood secreted increases exponentially when the more pieces are consumed. Bubbles form in the subject's blood, and as a consequence of SCP's intended function, causing the subject's blood to boil. Death by insanation occurs in 95% of subjects who have consumed 4 or more candles in one sitting. Insanation is compounded by the foam collecting in the lungs in the consumer. After the standard animal testing was concluded, it was found that SCP-1079 affects scales with the consumer's body mass. Since its initial discovery in blank 1990, blank deliveries have been made to various supermarkets globally. Attempt to trace these deliveries back to the distribution centre or supplier have been unsuccessful as of blank 2005. Well, I hope you enjoyed the read today with me. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos like this. I've got a whole week of live streaming ahead as well. They're going to go on as well. I've got my beta herder things I'm still sorting out. I'm just tweaking it to make it perfect for you guys out there. And as I always say, please like, rate and subscribe. Please leave some comments in the section below as well. And also, if you could be really great, just leave a like as well. That'd be amazing if you don't mind. And as I always say to you every time we meet, I am Atomic Energy 15. Peace out, guys.